Guess who's applied to 200 different jobs and has gotten 0 replies yet? University? Now nobody is hiring! Like, how are you gonna tell me?
In this video, we are going to talk about the job market in 2025 and entering as a new grad, because that is something that I was trying to do for the last couple of years. So I always struggled to get a job, interview, anything really. So now I'm curious what other people are going through. So let's see.
Of comedy in 2025 is the US job market, and maybe just corporate America more broadly, especially if you're in your 20s and 30s, because you're told you should always be looking for the next thing, right? Better pay, better hours, better balance, more meaning, the simple things that basically every generation can relate to. But in 2025, the math just doesn't math. You're either too experienced or not experienced enough.
The math is not mathing. All right. So I was trying to apply for coding interviews, internships, and just an internship. I was looking for unpaid, paid. Obviously, I want paid, right? Who doesn't want to get paid? But when I was applying for the unpaid one, $0, just experience, they're looking for, I don't know how many languages, like 4 languages. I was like, all right, Python, everything. I don't even remember because this was like 6 months ago when I was looking for this. But they were looking for years of experience for an internship. I was like, bro, I just got in this. I'm just trying to get my hands in the market. And I didn't hear a single peep back from anyone. It was actually insane. And that's just, I know tech was cooked and it's still cooked in 2025. So my mistake for trying to apply to that. But you just hear all the time, do coding, do computer science, guaranteed 6 figures. Man, that was the biggest cap. Biggest cap.
You spent 10 years specializing in a role that AI is replacing, or you just graduated and realized that the concept of an entry-level job just barely exists. Because every posting requires 3 more years of experience, master's degree preferred, expert level knowledge on 11 tools built in the last 6 months.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like, know all the latest AI tools. This is at least for coding. I don't know how everything else is, but every time I talk to my friends, they're all struggling too for all the new grads. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, just all the struggle just to try to get a job. And if you do get an internship, you're competing with like everyone else and all the layoffs recently. So now you're competing with people who have experience and you're a new grad. Why would they take the new grad over someone who just got laid off with 10 years of experience? So you're not just competing with the insane requirements, you're competing with other people because the job layoffs have been so insane.
And 5 days a week in the office just to sit on Zoom all day. And on day 1, you're expected to pledge your lifelong allegiance to a billionaire and to a board that preaches about values and loyalty right up until margins get tight. Then suddenly you're just kind of a line item. So what makes this so funny in kind of a dark way is how ridiculous this all feels, but how seriously everyone pretends it isn't. You're expected to plan your life, your rent, your mortgage, your relationships, your family, your future around jobs that may not even exist by the next earnings call. And my favorite part, everybody who's like happy with their current job is quietly doing the exact same thing. 1 foot in the door, 1 eye on the exit. And it's not laziness, it's just self-preservation. So the darkest form of comedy in 2025 is pretending this system makes sense.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Job security, is that even a thing anymore? I have my own parents who have been working at their company for 20 plus years, and layoffs are happening every day, and they don't know when they're next. That loyalty they expect from you is right when things get tight, you could be gone just like that. I heard that, I'm not going to state the company's name, but it was where my parents were working, is you didn't get told if you were fired. One day you would just wake up, you would walk in to scan, and it just wouldn't work anymore. That was how you knew. Like, you weren't even told. It was just like, all right, you're fired. Your key card's not going to work. So not only did they not tell you, they make you wake up, go there just to find out you're not fired, or just to find out you are fired by swiping in and your access doesn't work. Imagine waking up to that every day where you're like, will my key card work today? Am I fired today? You scan and, oh, I have a job today. Like that, dude, that can't be right. Well, I'm looking at this video right now. It's easier to be internet famous than to get a regular ass job in 2025. I don't know if this video was like meant for me, but this seems like it was meant for me because What else am I doing here? All right. Anyway, this is hilarious. Let's see what this guy has to say.
For like 4-5 months now, and it just hasn't yielded any kind of useful results for me. And then something funnier than that happened. I blew up on TikTok
Let's go. Man, don't need no job.
to the point where I have been paying my bills with these fucking videos. And my platform grew from 19,000 followers to 106,000 followers in 2 months.
Let's go.
I've been at this shit for 6 years, and in the past 2 months, it has been easier. It has been easier for me to become a niche internet micro celebrity than it was for me to get a fucking job.
You heard him. It's time to become a niche micro internet celebrity, whatever he just said. You heard him. We don't need a job, boys and girls, if you're watching.
It has been easier for me to blow up on this platform, to get paid from this shit, than to just get a regular schmegula ass job. Before I moved cities, I had a pretty decent career.
Grad can't expect to come out of college with a 4 years bachelor's degree and expect to land a job paying a livable wage within 3 months. Then you got
So I graduated with an exercise science degree. Kinesiology also, if that makes more sense. And let me tell you, I applied for a job with experience, by the way, for athletic training for kids at an Athletic Republic. And I don't know if this is livable or not. Maybe I don't know. You tell me. But they told me that they pay $18 an hour, knowing that I had a 4-year degree, bachelor's, 4.0, if that matters. I was a magna cum laude, lots of experience working as a student athlete. I've worked in the field for their direct competitors, and they looked at me straight in the face like, yeah, so for your situation, we usually pay you $18 an hour. I was like, I could go to McDonald's right now. I'm not saying the work experience is better, but with zero experience, I could be a high schooler with no degree, no experience. I could just learn how to drive the day before and probably get it at $15 an hour. And you're telling me you're going to give me $18 an hour and not even full hours. They couldn't even provide me like full-time hours and benefits. McDonald's probably could. They can give me plenty of hours. Like, I was only working one shift, like, after school because they're kids. It's ridiculous. $18 an hour, is that livable for a 4-year degree with all that debt? I don't know. Maybe I'm just out the system.
every boomer out here talking about how everybody is lazy because back in their day, they were able to land a job where they were living off of $25,000 a year. Let's be so for real, okay? Nobody wants to work a job 40 hours a week making $18 an hour.
No, he just said $18 an hour. That's what I just said. And I wasn't going to get 40 hours a week. I was lucky. I was probably going to get 20 because it was 5 days a week, 4 to 8. Because after school hours, like I said. That's actually crazy. He just said $18 an hour. What are the odds?
All for what? Just to be burnt out? To be underappreciated? No. And if you think that encouraging the hustle culture where you're working 3 jobs, burnt out, can't spend time with friends or family or even do anything that makes you happy is normal, you are part of the problem. And unfortunately, even if someone did want to hustle or grind their way out of whatever they're going through, sometimes people cannot, okay? Because of kids, because of medical problems, just because of things that are out of their control. What are they supposed to do?
I will say, I currently have 2 jobs, and I'm grateful that I am able to work both of those jobs, and they both fit into my schedule. But he's right. I do work 7 days a week. I'm working 7 days a week, and hours are really random. They're contract hours, so hourly. I'm not guaranteed a salary, so holidays, like, this is Christmas this week, I don't get paid, which is tough for both of them. But I'm in a position where I don't have kids or many responsibilities, so I'm able to work 7 days a week and work Sunday nights and Sunday mornings and 7 days a week. Saturday I work 7 days a week, random hours, usually from 1 to 8 at night. Usually weekends I work morning to night, weekdays I don't work mornings, I work till night. But like, if you have kids and stuff, how do you handle that? You can't. And I know one boy, he worked 126 hours in 2 weeks, working 3 jobs plus schooling 4. So like, he's going to school full time, working 3 jobs. How do you even live like that? It's not cool, man.
But to the people who are making it work regardless of the circumstances, kudos to you because you're doing a damn good job. The economy is cooked if
He's not wrong. Out there, everyone who's hustling and grinding, like, we all know it's tough out there. 20s plus, just graduating, 30s, whatever position you're in, man. I don't know what else to say. It's tough out here. Do everything you can. I'm blessed position. I'm saying this living at home with my mom. But like, I know if I was out in the real world, I would be way more stressed than I am. Let me say that.
This is actually a modern day humiliation ritual. It probably took me
Did I say 13,000 jobs he applied for? No, 1,300? Oh my gosh. That's insane.
6 months to apply to all those jobs. And now look at this.
6 months. All right, guys. 6 months. 1,300 jobs. Come on, what's the math here? 1,300 divide by 6. It's 200 jobs a month, which is like 30 days in a month. It's like 7 jobs a day. So every day he's applying for average 7 jobs. How many did he hear back from? Over 100. I think it's under. I hate to say it.
I've been able to apply to all these jobs today just by using this thing that my friend showed me where you just upload your resume. It shows you jobs. And when you swipe right, AI goes to the company website and applies for you. This
So it's like, was that just some advertisement or what? But he's just on a Tinder app for swiping. A Tinder app for swiping. He's like, all right, for applying a job, like, apply for the job. I mean, I'll be honest, if he's applying like that, how much can you trust that AI is applying and doing a good job for you? I can't hate on the guy though, because it is kind of a waste of time to sit there and create a custom cover letter for that job and create a custom resume for that job when you're automatically going to get filtered by AI. So and not like I'm hating on it, because like time-wise, it probably makes sense, because realistically, you're getting filtered within that second that you apply. But it's like that's what it's come to, huh? Like the dating, swiping for a job, can't get the job. Commercial take: is it easier to get a job or a girlfriend in 2025?
Better chance of reviving your dead grandma who died of cancer with a cancer revival potion than you do of finding a job in 2025. I've applied for
over 300 jobs. Do you know how many interviews I've gotten? 10.
10 interviews.
7 of them are for part-time positions.
Are we dead ass, bro? What am I supposed to do for a part-time position? How am I supposed to pay rent? How am I supposed to buy food?
How am I supposed to live?
How am I supposed to live, he says. I don't mean to laugh at his pain, but 310 interviews for part-time. What's the percentage of that? 100 jobs, 3 jobs, 3%. So 310. That's pretty bad. I don't know. Was that like 0.0? Is that 3%? I don't know, but that, I'm not gonna. The jobs are pretty. Part-time sucks, but I think 10 out of 300. That sounds pretty good. Am I wrong? I'm obviously comparing to today's standards. Obviously, that's horrible. But like, today, 2025, 10 jobs? I mean, I don't know if he got them. So that's a whole different story, I guess. But I guess if he got 10 jobs that he got accepted to, that's pretty good. I'm just saying. Like, that's better than I got when I was applying for my coding jobs. But granted, yeah, he's got bills to pay. And he's got a life he wants to live, so he can only get part-time. That sucks.
I to 200 different jobs and has gotten 0 replies yet.
That guy. That guy. Yeah.
I feel like you have a better chance of making $1 million business from scratch than get a minimum wage job in this job market. What do you mean as soon as it's my turn to graduate university, now nobody is hiring?
Oh man, it's so relatable. You know, I almost went back to school. And then I was like, why am I going back to school? And it's funny because everyone's like, yeah, go back to school. The counselors, school counselors, they're like, yeah, you should. The job, you don't know what the job market's gonna be like. You don't know what it's gonna be like. It might, by the time you're done, it might be great. But they're like, saying it might be. Or I just wasted, going back to school for a second degree. Just wasted another 4 years, another, I don't know how much money that would have been. Just to be in this position where I'm at this guy screaming in the car with applying to jobs, not hearing back with 2 degrees. Oh my gosh.
Like, how are you gonna tell me I need 4 years of experience for an entry-level job? This is the experience. It's the same process. No,
I'm not a U.S. veteran. No, I don't have a disability. I'm Hispanic and Latino.
for all that matters.
Oh my gosh, I can't do it anymore.
We got an internship.
Oh, what a hype turnaround. What a hype turnaround. I wonder what the time lapse on that was. That's awesome. He found it. He got it. Keep grinding. It'll work out.
Y'all gotta start using AI for your job search, and I don't mean chat.
Oh, is this some sponsored video? It's probably a sponsored video, but anyway, that's it. I mean, today's finding a job is pretty cooked. I just am watching these really just to be entertained. I have no actual good advice to give you to find a job because I couldn't find one. But I hope you're entertained by these and you realize you are not the only one who can't find a job. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.